from this part of your neck down to about your collarbone. So mine is about right here. So just go here. Today is 2021. Okay. I just wanted to put your basic information in. That way, after I'm done manually writing down all the measurements for your face, I can enter them into the computer and not have to go back and do all that. And I also don't have to have you fill out paperwork. So, no, it's nothing formal. It's really just for me. Like I told you when I saw you at the coffee shop, I think you have, you have some very, very exquisite facial features. And they're just fantastic for the portrait series that I'm going to be doing. And believe it or not, yours is actually the first. So I'm incredibly excited. And again, I appreciate you coming down here and helping me with this. You go ahead, sit back, get comfortable. And to be honest, I'm probably going to grab my jacket. It is a little bit cold in here. Something's going on with the AC in the building. They can't get the temperature to go up, so it's quite chilly in here. I'm going to grab my jacket really quick, and then we'll get started, okay? Yeah, I know. The only jacket I have is my leather jacket. Obviously, I'm used to working just with bare minimum in the studio, but yes, I know it might get a little bit noisy, and I hope that doesn't bother you at all. Okay, let me get comfortable. Yes, yeah, let me get this zipped up really quick. It is new. Do you like it? Yes, it was a gift. I appreciate it. The nice thing about it is it has tons of zippers, so if I want to keep that open, obviously, it's just absolutely gorgeous. Did you want to just, yeah, go ahead, feel that. Yeah, absolutely. So the first thing that I like to do is it's the only time I'll put anything on your face, and after that I won't bother you with it. It's just that the eyebrows tend to get a little unruly. So I'm just going to, if you don't mind, I'm going to dab just a tiny bit of oil. It's actually it's a little bit of facial oil, so that way if it gets on your skin it doesn't irritate, but it's just to bring down some of those hairs. I'll just put just a tiny bit. It'll bring down some of those hairs that tend to kind of stick up and stick down and go every which way. Okay, and we're just gonna brush, and if you don't mind, I'm just gonna do this other eyebrow. Okay, very nice, okay, wonderful. So now I'm gonna go ahead and move my tape measure. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to sketch just a really quick face. Let's just start with the neck. And then this obviously won't look like you. This is a very, very rough sketch here. And what I'm going to do is I'll be able to write the measurements down as I check you with the measuring tape. But it really does help to model when I'm actually doing the portrait in person. I can already have the correct measurements drawn onto the canvas. Yeah, I know. When it's not something you're familiar with, I'm sure it kind of just goes right over your head. But I like to share with my models just so that they can understand what I'm doing as I'm going through the process. Oh goodness, it's really cold in here, isn't it? I'm sorry, luckily you brought a pretty thick jacket, so if you want to go ahead and just cover that over yourself, that would definitely help you to stay comfortable. I'll probably end up grabbing some gloves if you don't mind. I may need to touch your face again, and now that I think about it, just don't feel comfortable doing that with my bare hands. So give me just a moment here. Okay. Yes, I'm going to be putting these gloves on, which, just so you know, I have not touched anybody else with these, and to be quite honest, I don't think I would use them with anybody else either. These are they're leather gloves, they're driving gloves. I have so many pairs at this point, they might as well just be disposable, but I love them all. So I'll put these on really quickly. Very nice fit, yeah. It's definitely a lot more comfortable doing anything with these gloves on, to be honest with you. Look out, very nice. Now just put this left one on. Okay. Just have to wiggle them in there nice and tight, just to make sure they don't feel loose, because if it's loose while I'm measuring you, I'm not going to be very comfortable, so, and neither will you. It really helps to relax me as well while I'm doing my work. Again, if there's too much noise going on with the jacket, please let me know and I'll see if I can maybe find something else, okay? Perfect. So, I'm going to be getting kind of close and in your face, so if at any time you feel uncomfortable, just let me know. I'm just checking on your brows there again. Okay, wonderful. Again, if at any time you're feeling uncomfortable, please just let me know. Okay, we are going to go ahead and get started with your right brow here. So just go here to here. And then I'm just going to check the other side. That's from here to here. Okay. They are pretty even, which actually can be quite rare, as most people don't know. I'm going to put this at the bridge of your nose. Most people don't know that faces tend to be asymmetrical, and finding a symmetrical face, if you don't mind, can you just, I'm going to measure your eye from the inside to the outside corner, okay? Perfect. So, as I was saying, finding a truly symmetrical face is very rare, and they say usually that the more symmetrical a face, the more beautiful that the human eye tends to believe that the face is, but I don't necessarily agree with that. And again, your facial structure is just so nice, and yeah, especially for your gender, very attractive, to be quite honest with you. Okay, I'm now going to measure from the outside corner of your eye to your hairline, and I'll be doing that on both sides, and then we'll be going across your forehead. Okay? Alright, wonderful. So, let's go this way. forehead. So from here to here. Yeah. What was it that you said you did again? I'm checking top of your forehead down to the middle of your nose right now, okay? Alright. Oh, okay. Is that right? Okay. And go ahead, continue speaking. So, and you like that then? Huh. That's quite interesting. Okay, I'm so sorry. Give me just a moment. Your chin. You have a very nice chin. I know some people say that the jaw, everything about a face is important, quite honestly. And then, of course, everybody has their own idea of what they think attractive is, but your face, as I've told you, just looks, it's just very lovely. It's a very lovely face to look at. Of course. Okay, so we did the eyes. I'm now going to go from the inside of your, the bridge of your nose to your, the apple of your cheek, and then straight down. So I've gotten the measurement from your jawline, but now I just want to make sure that this is properly measured, okay? So give me just a moment here. Alright, so inside the nose. And it's 1, 5, 3. Okay. And just check the other side. You're being very patient with me. The nice thing about this, though, is that there really isn't much that you need to do. You just sit there and look the way that you do. Yes, okay. So the next thing I'm going to do is, even though I went from here to here and then down, I'm now going to go from the from the middle, this section, down to this section, and make sure that this area aligns, okay? Alright, I know it's a lot of lining up across the face, but it's, again, these measurements are so important to me, your patience. Oh, I definitely owe you a coffee at the end of this. Okay, let's check the other side really quick. Okay. I've checked your forehead across. I'm now going to go up and check the measurements, like across the top of your hairline, okay? Awesome. And you're still comfortable, are you? Okay, good. That's great. Alright, so we're just going to go from here to here. Let's check this side. Okay, very nice. You are just within millimeters of having a very symmetrical just face in general. Yeah, if somebody told me that, I'd be very flattered. Okay, next is the tip of your nose to the base of your nose, and then the base of your nose down to your cupid's bow on your lip, okay? I'm gonna get a little bit close here. I hope that it doesn't bother you, alright? I know the leather can be, scent can be a little bit strong. This will be measuring in centimeters just because you've got a good sized nose, not inches. We wouldn't be measuring in inches. Cupid's bow. Okay. Next, I'll be checking, I'm going to just check actually the line that goes across your mouth. So if you could just keep your mouth closed for me. just keep it closed. Okay, good. And very nice. Okay. From here to here is, and from the center to it. Okay. Going down the sides of your lip. Okay. Great. Just this way. And then the other side. Okay, wonderful, wonderful. Okay. Next is the bottom part of the lip, which is a little bit harder to measure just because, especially with yours, you don't just have a straight line of a lip going across, which is great, honestly. And really makes for a nice portrait when you have, you know, you don't have pencil thin lips. So I'll just get a little bit close here. Okay. From here to here. Okay. We're almost done, and then we will measure the neck area as well. So I'll begin from the bottom of your lip down to your chin, okay? And then I will be doing measurements from each corner down to your chin so that we make sure that there's somewhat of perhaps equal measurements, okay? So I really appreciate you allowing me to be this close to your face. I know it can be a bit uncomfortable for somebody you don't know very well. Yep, I think that this is going to be a great, it's going to be a great series. Okay. And like I said, with you being the first one to kick it off, it's going to be so exciting. Okay. So now that I've gotten the majority of your face down, I'm now going to measure from the bottom of your chin down to about this part of your neck, right? And then from this part of your neck down to about your collarbone. So mine is about right here. Okay, it's where this clavicle area is, okay? And then we'll go from bottom of the ear down on both sides. So if you could just tuck your chin up for me just a little bit. Okay. And then just keep lifting so I can reach this clavicle part. Perfect, perfect. Okay. And then we're going to go ahead and check this part. Okay. And this side. Just pull that a little tight there. I've gotten most of the measurements that I need. You know, it's one thing I do want to do actually really quick before you go. Let me get a measurement of, let's do this ear. Yes, if you could just turn that way. I'm going to probably have it somewhat askew when we do the portrait. I just want to grab that before you leave. Ear is a very tricky thing to measure. You've got that's 20 milliliters, and then from here to okay. Did you have any questions for me? As far as like, I guess I should be asking you. Sorry, I was all up in your face now. I just have to go back a little bit. Did you have any questions as far as, it is really cold in here. While I was working, I didn't even notice it, but now that I'm sitting here, I'm just cold. As far as your availability to do this, what are we looking at? Are we looking at a weekday, a weekend? At the moment, my schedule is pretty flexible, as long as it's not taking up another art piece that I'm working on. I should be able to fix it. And honestly, it can be anywhere that you're comfortable. It could be here in my studio. We could go to the coffee shop. There'd be nice natural lighting. We could go to the middle of the park. But it's up to what you would feel most comfortable doing, just because of the fact that I would want your face to be its most natural position. I don't want you to be uncomfortable. And hopefully I can get this AC up and working correctly to where it's not blasting, where it feels like a freezer in here. But okay. Okay, so what about next week then? If this week, I know that this week's already kind of winding up. Okay, perfect. If you don't mind just giving me a few minutes, let me just check my schedule here on my laptop. Yeah. Let's see. You said next week on, or okay, let me see. I think we can make that work. And then did you say Monday was okay? So not Monday, but what about the time? Did you want to do morning or afternoon? If it's nighttime, I definitely would recommend us being here in the studio. And I understand your work schedule is okay. That's really good. So, what did you think? Okay. Yeah, that would work perfect for me. I've got that opening in here. My gosh, I'm so excited. And again, thank you so much for coming in, and hopefully this can be the beginning of many other forms of work that you and I can do together. All right, thank you so much. I'll see you next time, okay?